Hey everyone, Tony here from NaturalPlanes.com, and we're at the field with our new J-3 Piper Cubs by Guangli. This is the beginner's aircraft. Well, it's not beginners, but it's focused for more of the entry-level pilots out there. These are ready to fly with a 4-function, 4-channel transmitter and receiver, but the planes are currently set up as a 3-channel because you only have control of the throttle, rudder, and elevator, and it has no ailerons. But if you guys out there who wants to add aileron, you can just add some servos and some links and you can have a full function 4-channel aircraft. It comes with a nice powerful outrunner motor, a 3-cell lithium polymer battery pack. It is 1,000 milliamps, so and it should provide plenty of flight times for you guys out there who is learning how to fly. And I was able to do a quick power up with these airplanes inside, and in my opinion it has way too much power because you can hold it vertical and give a full throttle and the planes will just climb right out of your hands. So that's a little bit too much power, but hey, it's better to have more power than too little power. So enough of me talking, and let's go fly these planes. Alrighty guys, you just saw the little flight footage of these J-3 Piper Cubs, and man, very great planes to fly. I did a few full throttle climb outs with this blue one right here, and the climb rate was just impressive with this setup right here, this power setup, the stock power setup was just really nice and powerful. And so you guys will have plenty of power to spare if you guys do run into any trouble with these planes. You know, I just shot right up and climbed like a few hundred feet and within like within seconds. So very nice, very aerobatic. You know, you can't really do much like, you know, clean nice rolls, but you could do loops and, you know, basic barrel rolls with these planes and a few like kind of like snap maneuvers, which is very nice. Just some tips too when you guys are setting up these J-3 Piper Cubs is that according to the instructions or where they put the Velcro for the battery, you're supposed to mount the battery right here in the center, not on the battery tray, because the battery tray is where the connectors hang out. Let me open it up for you guys to show you guys. So the battery does not go in this compartment right here. This compartment is just for the connectors. And for the battery, instead of mounting it right here in the center where the Velcro comes pre-installed already, I mounted the battery to the very front of the fuselage, as forward as I can go, because with the battery mounted right here in the center, it tends to be a little bit tail heavy, and this Piper Cub flies a lot better with the extra weight up front. So I mounted the battery at the very front position. I put the ESC right here in the center, and I have the receiver mounted, you know, in this little box right here, just to show you guys. This little box right down here, and I tend to mount it right out here. And I had no problem with range or interference with the, you know, the included with the stock 72 megahertz FM transmitter, which was very nice. It's not the fancy, it's not the most fancy transmitters, but it's very affordable, and it works just as great as other, you know, other receivers out, as other transmitters, not receivers out there. And even though this is a 3-channel aircraft, I see that there is no need for ailerons on this aircraft because the fly is just good, just the way it is. It's a little windy here today, and then like a lot of you guys are wondering why is it so windy in all of my videos. Well, it's Southern California, and we come out to the field kind of late, so it's. But by the time I come out, it's always windy, but these planes had no trouble in the wind. Flies very smooth. Most of the time during the flight, I was only flying at about quarter throttle with these J-3 Piper Cubs, and you would not need any more throttle than that, you know. You can do some, you know, you can go full throttle for some high-speed runs, but the J-3 flies very nice at quarter throttle because that's how powerful and how nice this stock setup is. And landings, you guys can see it, like, you know, I was coming against the wind, and the plane just glides and glides and glides there, and it's very nice. It just floats down. The first flight with this red one right here, it just floated right down for that landing, which is very nice. Very floaty planes, and you can bring it way up there, cut the power, and just glide around like you know, like a small glider. That's how nice these planes fly. So it's very good for beginners. And I have the control horns right here set up on the very outer holes. You guys can, you know, change it, move it in a hole to get more throw, but to me, in my opinion, with these J-3 Piper Cubs, you would not any more throw than the stock setup right here. So, you know, that's about it. And also, guys, the stock setup, the rudder was on channel 4, which is the rudder channel, and the rudder channel on this transmitter is on the left stick. But what I did was I put the channel 4 and I plugged that servo into channel 1, which is the aileron. So basically, I just moved the rudder to this stick right over here. It just makes the aircraft a little bit more easier to fly instead of having the rudder way over here. So since this plane doesn't have ailerons, so I just put the rudder right over here. Sounds confusing, but you guys might want to do that. It just makes the plane a lot more easier and a lot funner to fly for beginners out there. And I think that's pretty much covers everything of this little flight review and some little tips of these J-3 Piper Cubs by Guang Li. So thanks for watching, guys.